go-to topic that's going on as of late was the whole Soldier Boy and Chris Brown beef, man. I had. So I want to get some reaction from the people. So I'm gonna go and ask you first. You know what I'm saying? What's your whole response with this thing, man? What you think?
Honestly, man, I'm gonna let you get it.
Huh?
I'm gonna let you get it.
You gonna let me get it? Nah, I already kind of said my piece. You know what I'm saying? But to add to what I said, I just think, we already know the background between the both of them, man. You know what I'm saying? We know they ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? But who to say when you get older that you don't be infatuated with things around you, around your environment, so you feel like you won't be, Hulk Hogan, whatever, and it's funny that you pay your way into certain situations, so it just make you feel like, you a part of something, but really the whole root of this is about, like I told the people, man, it's an elementary type beef, man. You mad because one man like a picture of your ex-girl, then you gonna ask him what you like her picture for, and then they just went back and forth. Like, it just don't make sense, man. It don't. And the sad thing about it is, as they playing this along, like, it's some entertainment stuff, it's some real dudes right now ready to ride, you know what I'm saying, that will do anything, you know what I'm saying, and they playing games. So, to me, it doesn't make no sense. But that's why I was asking you, what's your opinion on it? Like,
My opinion is this, man. Number one, I want to say, just like how everybody else, they giving honor to God, pastor, who's the head of the church, to the deacons and deaconess boards and everybody, to the House representatives, to the usher board, to everybody. I have the utmost respect for Soldier Boy. I have the utmost respect for Breezy. Both of them were pioneers in their own right in this game. I mean, honestly, Soldier Boy, he did his thing. He made it cool for thugs to dance in the club. You know what I'm saying?
right?
And when it comes down to Breezy, hell, Breezy showed he took it back to the dancing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, the number one problem with this is pride.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing is power. And as you were gonna say, you got to go out there and show them that you are a man, that you have pride, you have power. It's looking at that man in the mirror. Shout out to Cool Runnings. That was one of my favorite movies. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen Cool Runnings, you need to go see that. It's a good movie. Real good movie. Based on a true story, too. How is all this relevant? I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to break it down. Number one, you got pride. Now, even though these two young men have accomplished great things, their pride is offset because, the men that have, it's almost like too much testosterone or too much alpha male syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have on one side Breezy, who feels once mine, always mine, and to a certain extent of light, I can understand that, if you're my friend, I don't want you to, you know what I'm saying, be talking to something that once was mine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a code. It's a kind of an unspoken man code of, you know, and before a man can talk to another man's ex or something he used to, mingle with or whatever, they got to be a sit down. We got to talk about it like, hey, you know, how you feel about it. You know, a lot of beefs start because of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? People not having the respect of having that sit down man to man and like, hey man, you know, old girl hitting me up, blah blah blah. You know, I know that used to be your thing. You know, that right there. But into that also goes, you know, our culture as itself has changed to where we don't have those sit downs no more. You know what I'm saying? Or when you do have them sit downs, it come off a little fake. You know, they let people, even though this is a moment where you're not supposed to be prideful, they still put their pride in it. Oh man, you know, man, I ain't worried about that girl, man. Man, well, she do whatever she wants to. When you know good and damn well you still got feelings for that person. You know what I'm saying? If somebody that you knew was talking to that person, you'd be hurt. So, you know, there's that aspect.
Another aspect of it is the power. And even though I'm not saying they got, you know, pull and clout and this right there, the industry itself, you are advocate to where your brand is your power. You have fans, you have followers. So, you know, it's kind of like, in the words of a great man, Dame Dash used to always say, you know, the streets is watching. So, you know, if you be weak, you know what I'm saying, people going, you know what I'm saying, they're going to think you have less power. So, you know, that kind of goes with pride too, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, that's just how this culture has become. You know what I'm saying? Now, so I can't see a little bit of the problem, but at the same time, you can't be so over-possessive to where that, you know, dude like your girl, you know, picture or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This person has a life. But vampire as she thought, but, you know, still, this person has a life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't be one of them people that, man, you know, you let that one person having power over you when you thinking you having power over them. That's a deep subject right there. You know what I'm saying? Now you stalking her, you know what I'm saying, who she like and who likes her and all this other stuff. And that person having power over you from, you know what I'm saying, directing your energy in a positive way towards something that's good. As far as your own relationship you got, your own boo that you thinking of. You thinking about the past when you should be thinking about the present and the future. You know what I'm saying? Now, I reviewed all the videos, and here's what I think. Number one, Soldier. You know, through sources and everything, you know, I remember when, you know, you from Chicago, GDs, man. Number one, gangs don't quite intermingle and mesh well. That's another part of the lifestyle that, you know what I'm saying, people don't quite understand. You can't be out here known for one thing and then how they call it in Chicago or, you know, in various other places, flip-flopping, pancaking it. First minute you this, and now you another thing. People take that stuff very seriously. You got people, you know what I'm saying, this gang life, man, they take that shit to the heart. Like, they'll die for this shit. You know, you got some people, I mean, I got homies that's like that myself. You know what I'm saying, that I keep sometimes to a distance because of our different walks and paths of life. But, yo, I got homies who, that's what they do. They sit down and they wait. They can't wait for a nigga to sit here and claim some shit that they ain't a part of. You could be associated, affiliated. They don't even, if you ain't 100% tied to it, they don't even want you talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. So Soldier, yeah. And you tried to Oh, you know what I'm saying? Talk about of all things, you know what I'm saying? That gang on like for real on Pyro, like look, for real, don't overstep your boundaries with that. So yeah, you dead wrong. Chris, you dead wrong. Like I said, let the girl go. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the industry because I'm gonna say it like this, and I hope ladies y'all don't get offended when I say this, but 90% of these women that's in the industry is thoughts. There's only a selected 10% that ain't sleeping with every fucking body for political gain or career gain. Sometimes political gain. Sometimes they doing what they do. You can't be so over possessive. You got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, yourself know what's worth catching and what's worth letting go. Now, interestingly enough, through this whole entire thing, I saw one positive thing definitely come out of it that actually shocked me.
What's that?
It's been a result, something that, man, I think it's a positive way of going about things, and at the same time, it's gonna really change the game. When Floyd Mayweather and 50 stepped in and was like, all right, well, we gonna, get these sponsors up and create commerce and economics through this negative situation and turn it into a positive by, giving back to a charity and put some money in people's pockets. Listen, that right there was the most positive thing I could say about this whole type beef. Because now people have an outlet. We can take it on tracks, and then, you know what I'm saying, it's another way of making economical change and letting off this industry. You know what I'm saying? Letting off this energy, this vibe right here. Y'all go ahead in the rank. I heard, you know what I'm saying, through sources, y'all going to be fighting in March. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the fair one and let the best man win. Let's get back to shooting the fair one because we don't got to always take it to the streets because now you done took some shit to the streets and then threaten the next person. Now you sitting here locked up and another person locked up over some bullshit. That thought that y'all motherfuckers are damn arguing about, guess what? That bitch out in the world making money while your ass sitting there behind fucking bars. See, that's the thing about this street thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that we can take it back to going in a boxing ring and shooting the fair one. In fact, there's some other fights that we need to go ahead and mesh out the shooting the fair one. Hell, get Gucci Man and Jeezy. Get them motherfuckers in the ring. Get Rick Ross and everybody in 50. Let them motherfuckers go in the ring. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's stop this whole Instagram, Insta media, you know what I'm saying? This fucking media takeout bullshit and get back to damn, you know what I'm saying? We're going to shoot this fair one and then we're going to get back to making this money. I mean, what you think, man?
Nah, I agree with you up to the Jeezy and Gucci one. Now I don't know that might be a little fireworks there now, but I agree.
I mean, they threw men though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why can't
Yeah,
Jeezy and fucking, you know what I'm saying, and Gucci just go in the ring, shoot that fair one, and call it a day?
but see, Jeezy and Gucci one is kind of documented. That was real. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that beef forever be squashed. I mean, it's sad because so much money was left off the table that they could have generated if they just had, kind of worked that out. But I don't know about that one. And then the 50 and Rick Ross one, man, I don't really take that serious neither, man. I mean, a lot of 50 Cent beefs I really don't entertain too much. I mean, I just think once he cleared Ja Rule out the way, everything else was just generating buzz, man. I don't think he. I don't take nothing he's saying. Now, the other one you didn't mention was the 21 Savage and the 22 Savage. Now they have added on to this whole Floyd and 50 Cent trying to generate this little pay-per-view thing. And their beef is just because one says they're the real Savage. So whoever wins this boxing match, is now going to be able to carry the name.